Watching article review with Phoenix, and just scrolling through Facebook, found this post. I haven't fact checked it yet. I usually fact check most things, but Daily Mail seems to generally be on the money, or at least not one of these hoax sites. So feel free though if you want to properly fact check to see if this is real. I'm just going to go along and read it. Alright. Family of autistic boy, 5 years old, say he has been labeled as a sexual predator and accused of harassment by his Tennessee school for hugging and kissing his classmates. Alright, summary. Putnam said she received a call from teachers about her son Nathan. She says teachers at East Ridge Elementary said he had overstepped boundaries. Dun, dun, dun. Summary says Nathan's autism can make him misunderstand social situations. And it's true, they do miss cues. And basic understanding of what's normal and appropriate and all that. Nathan's grandmother said on Facebook he is being labeled a sexual predator. If that's true, well, that's just absurd and obscene and very abhorrent. The Hamilton County Department of Education confirms school personnel are required to concerns regarding children to the Department of Child Services. Was it meant to say they are required to voice concerns regarding children to the Department of Child Services? Well, I'm starting to lose faith in this article already, but then again, the general caliber of journalism and writing is not quite what it used to be. Back with typewriters. A 5-year-old autistic boy who hugged and kissed his classmates has been labeled a sexual predator and accused of sexual harassment. Okay, because for a 5-year-old, I'm sure that shit is sexual. I mean, don't you know, autism, it brings out the inner Casanova from the get-go. Legal guardian Samari Putnam says she received a call from teachers 3 weeks ago. Says her son Nathan, kindergarten student, like I said, autism, man, makes you just one big horn dog, out of control. No doubt the hugging and the kissing with the classmates was sexual. There's no question about it. What a predator. He's clearly overstepped his boundaries when playing with the younger youngsters. Clearly. She told ABC7 that the teacher called me and said you need to have a talk with Nathan about boundaries. I was sick to my stomach because, first of all, don't understand he's a 5-year-old. He's a child. Good point. I understand that. Seems like the law doesn't. There's no room in the pinhole black and white eye of the law. There's no room for exception or exemption whatsoever. And everything is always a dirty act. Parents can't even share a bed with their children anymore because everything is sexual and potentially evil. It's just like you can accidentally just bump into evil, but oh shit, oh whoops, oh damn, now I got a bit of evil on me. I guess I'm a bit evil. You know, it's so easy to bump into it, even if you weren't even intending to and weren't even wittingly aware of it. Oh shit, oh damn. Turns out I'm evil. Bow, 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 bow. Joke's on me, right? Autistic 5-year-old Nathan has been labeled a sexual predator and accused of sexual harassment by his Tennessee school. His family claims for hugging and kissing his classmates, so it's pretty much repeating the shorthand of before. Smurry Putnam said she received a call 3 weeks ago about Nathan's behavior in class, with a teacher telling her you need to talk. I've read this already. I've already read this. He doesn't know what he's doing. The Hamilton County Department of Education confirms school personnel are required to, once again, twice now, bloody grammar. They added it's up to DCS to determine if those reports are acted on by DCS, Department of Child Services, I suppose, and what form those actions may take. Debbie Amick, Nathan's grandmother, said on Facebook that he is being labeled a sexual predator and accused of sexual harassment. So everyone's saying it now. She also complains the complaint will go on in his record for the rest of his life that he is a sex offender. Yep, oh man, damn, look at that. Look at that. Oh, ain't that the face of a ruthless sexual predator if you ever saw one? Damn, look at that. That boy's got some pretty evil intentions. Oh, look, he's an obvious little seedy pervert. Look at him, he's probably looking through someone's window. He's climbed up a pipe, fashioned a rope or something, grappling hook, and he's just... Oh, it's not a window, oh my god, it's a lion. Oh great, now he's into bestiality too. God, this little guy, watch out, people. He should be listed in those books of predators and threats. Watch out. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Look at it. I'm gonna zoom in. Can make him misunderstood. Yep. I mean, I don't need to explain about autism, do I? Or what they call autism. Just different people sometimes. It's not even a thing you slap a word on it. But if you slap that word on it, it does make a bit of a difference. It gives a bit of a hint and an indicator as to where he's at and how he might miss some obvious cues. Debbie posted, what do you do when a 5-year-old child is being labelled a sexual predator and accused of sexual harassment by a school system? It was disclosed that it will go on his record for the rest of his life. The child is autistic. He comprehends and functions very differently than your typical 5-year-old. What do you do? What do you do to turn to help in the school and not even listen to the child's doctor when he explains the child's difficulty in his comprehension of simple things as boundaries? Yeah, well, if that's an actual thing, this doctor has tried to voice exactly that and explain the reality of what's going on. If it doesn't matter anymore, the state of mind or any context requiring any vital and relevant significant information about the actual person in question who's committed the offense, if their state of mind and their state of being and any information about them isn't even relevant anymore to how to diagnose a criminal and drop a hammer of penalty, my friends, yeah, I'd be very afraid for the kind of future we're seeing becoming a present. You hear what I'm saying? Because that is obscene. If you're hitting the hammer of judgment and deciding penalties and diagnosing people, whether they're guilty or whatever, and whatever you see as a fit penalty, without even considering any vital, significant, relevant factors about them, their state of mind, then all is lost in the Justice Department and everything will eternally stay just the way it is. Just regressive. Can't believe people are even writing this shit. She added he shouldn't be treated like this. The kid doesn't even understand what sex is. I don't know. It's pretty naive. It's just naive to think that a mother could lay in bed with a child just because they're afraid to sleep alone with the boogeyman because they've been watching too much Hollywood pumped out by... Well, it doesn't matter. And, they're afraid. It's obscene to think that a mother could offer some support and comfort without it being sexual. I mean, just don't think about it because that's illegal. You can't think about two girls in the same bed. Ew. Well, you're definitely going to hell now, even just for thinking about that. Even if it was mother-daughter and it's completely innocent, as you might say, that's committing hell. That's lesbianism, man. That's lesbianism, hands down. There's no room for any other diagnosis here. Just like there's no room for this boy to be treated any differently, or for people to consider that he didn't know what sex was. I mean, let's go back. Let's have a look. Look at him. This boy knows. That's a face of one who knows what's up. Alright? He probably has more of a clue than a lot of people in Parliament, to be honest. Daily Mail has contacted East Ridge Elementary, the Hamilton County Department of Education, which I would say is just my commentary. These people should be ashamed of themselves. And these departments, damn, someone get a check on the fidelity of that department's intelligence, please. The Department of Children's Services says, due to child and family privacy protection laws, I am unable to comment or provide any information in response to your inquiry. It is understood that Nathan is now in special education services with a new teacher in class. Well, that's fucking good. At least the new teacher in class bit. And whoever else didn't care about what the doctors have to say. That's just obscene, man. And that's my opinion. This is just obscene. I don't know. It just seems like there's a factory of monkeys pumping out a lot of obscene articles. So I'm going to actually check this one. Because I'm seeing a lot more and more really unnerving. And it's beyond thought provocative. It's beyond urgency and disturbia provocative. This state of disturbia constantly now. Kind of world that I'm seeing unfolding around us and manifesting into solid existence. It's quite horrific. It doesn't inspire hope as to the idea that our consciousness is actually expanding or progressing or refining, or in any way. If you're not really interested in consciousness, if you're not really interested in the mind of people, your mind, the mind of society, and the mind from which your decisions are made and blueprints forged, that doesn't interest you. It's more about the economy or just things or going on with the status quo or like harping out what's on the law, the writing, then so be it. That's your choice. Well, I guess not being a fan of consciousness choice isn't really something that would make much sense as applied to you. It's your cue. It's your cue to follow. It's your compulsion. It's your impulse. It's the track that you're on. It's your program yet to be broken. So, I'm not one to judge, but I gotta say there is a lot in this world that's gonna pretty much lead us to the point where everyone is receiving judgment, and nobody is showing what it means to understand a single elemental thing about what actually fucking matters in life, which to me is scary. A world with no understanding and chock full of judgment, even for fucking 5-year-old children with autism. Disgusting. I will make a judgment on that. Disgusting. That's just fucked.